What's up, lords and ladies of fate? Welcome to the Lords and Ladies of Fate tabletop live stream, the only self proclaimed tabletop live stream where we allow you, our viewers, to engage directly and change the game by purchasing your special items from our store using your loyalty points you earn by just hanging out here, watching, engaging with us in chat, and following, spending money if you want to do that. But just hanging out, you earn loyalty points called Fate Chips that you use to buy cool things, which are listed on the screen there in red, that will directly impact this game as long as one of us notices. And we're usually really good about noticing. So we're going to really try to redeem all of those tonight. And we're really glad that you've joined us. And we really hope you totally screw up this game. We're looking forward to it sincerely. So tonight, we're playing Star Wars. Mantle of the Sith. Continued from many weeks ago. The holidays were fun. Hopefully everyone had a nice holiday. We have a cast of wonderful characters here joining us tonight. We have Jedi Guardian Doran Vortalt.
Hello.
We have Arthurian Scoundrel Tog Sadud, played by 2B. We have our protocol droid 3RM, played by none other than our very own Slayer. And we have Strike Wildstar, played by Adam, the Grindy Gear.
Hey.
And Neep Zibbler, our Jawa Scout, played by Nat Too Shabby, our illustrious host. Now, I am your game master for the evening. Our Star Wars campaign takes place after Episode 6, The Return of the Jedi, but before Episode 7, The Force Awakens, right around the Mandalorian Season 2 era. Our party is on the planet Porine. They crash landed there from a research ship they awokened on after being abducted. The ship crashed. They've been here for a really long time. They've done a bunch of stuff where they now have ended up in the imperial city of Porine, trying to complete a mission that was mandated to them by... I have an echo. It stopped. Good. So mandated by Rungus the Hutt, who made them do it, or he would kill them. They're there trying to steal some encryption codes from the Admiral so that Rungus can decrypt the encrypted research that was beamed down from the research ship that our party was on when they were abducted, kidnapped. So they have secured the encryption codes from the Admiral and tied the Admiral up in her own office. They are now dealing with, outside of the command center at the Imperial City, they're dealing with a droid that looks like a Ninja Turtle because of the chat. Thank you, Lords and Ladies of Fate. It's pretty tough turtle. What I call it, a death turtle trooper, right? Death turtle
Cowabunga.
Trooper droid. Cowabunga, dude. And inside the command center, Tog Sadud has just convinced 3 stormtroopers that he is, in fact, there cleaning and not doing anything suspect. They have so far bought that story. Outside of the command center is an NPC known as Urataj Samek, who is also someone the party is interested in collecting a bounty on. With Doran Vortalt, who's fighting the Death Turtle Trooper, are 2 NPCs, a young girl and her mother, that he is escorting potentially to safety. HK3RM is, who just prefers to be called 3RM, sorry, is currently in 2 locations. His body is there by Doran Vortalt, and his head is with Tog Sadud at the moment. Strike, Wildstar, and Neep are in the office of the Admiral with her, who she is gagged and tied up in the corner, actually hanging from a dismantled security droid. Yeah, turret droid. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then we last left off on Neep Zibbler's turn. Neep, you had a couple turns ago began a process of overloading the remaining 3 active anti-aircraft weapons in the Imperial base. Do you remember that?
I do.
Okay, so that has now succeeded. You can see on the computer that the readouts are reading very, very hot. The temperatures are reading incredibly high, and the computer is giving you a readout that says that the function the anti-aircraft weapons are no longer functioning, and they're at risk of potentially exploding.
Perfect.
And you have also successfully repaired the security turret in the main room of the command center, which is right here. Clicking on it now. You've successfully repaired that. What would you like to do?
Okay. Then at this point, I would like to use this turret to shoot one of these stormtroopers.
Great. Okay. Go ahead and roll your to hit and add 4 to that.
Okay, so...
To whatever other bonuses you normally get, because you're getting computer-aided aiming systems.
So what are my bonuses for that again? It's been a couple weeks.
Whatever you get your defense bonus. I'm sorry, not your defense. I'm sorry, your dexterity bonus.
Okay.
Any other random bonuses? Oh, your standard attack bonus. So you have a standard attack bonus. You have your dexterity bonus. You're going to add both of those. If you have anything else, but you get +4 as well because of computer-aided aiming systems.
Okay. So then I guess I have a +9.
Pretty good.
It's going to be an 11.
All right. So, yep, you are very successful. You go ahead and roll 3d8 for your damage.
13.
Great. You shot this guy here?
Yeah.
Okay, so this guy's reviewing the credentials of Toxidot very closely with his head zoomed in, and suddenly behind him, the security turret ignites, and a blaster shot flies across the room and smashes into this guy's back unsuspectingly. He screams and falls forward on top of the corpse that's also laying on the ground by Tog. And now these guys and both the other 2 troopers spin around to see what happened, and they see the moving and smoking security turret. All right.
Boom, bitches.
Strike. Adam, you should be able to adjust your own volume on your computer. I think the
I'm
change in your volume mixer. Okay.
I was deafened by the blaster firing, so I'm like a little.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure what's going on. Can I see what just happened?
Oh yeah, so Strike, you're standing at the desk next to him. You hear the blaster fire go off in the other room, in the room next to you. You presume maybe from this position that it might be the security turret that you saw on the way in, because that's the only thing that's over in that direction as far as you can hear. But it's a muffled sound from this room.
Because that was set to auto fire, right?
He did have it set to auto fire, but then it glitched, so now he's back to manual fire on it.
Okay.
But you see in the corner of the room is the Admiral. She's awake now and mumbling something, but she's writhing against her restraints with the gag in her mouth.
I'm gonna look over to her and give her a thumbs up and blow her a kiss and say, "Don't worry, we got this."
She gets angry. She's writhing even harder now, trying to get out. And I'm gonna roll something. Okay, very good. Anything else you would like to do?
No, because if they don't know we're in there, I don't want to give up our position.
Sounds good. All right. Sounds good.
Can I look at Strike and say to him, he won't understand because of being Jabba, but I'm saying, oh no, the clap of my ass cheeks alerted the enemies.
Clap of your ass cheeks.
Did you just say the clap of your ass cheeks alerted the enemies?
Doesn't understand
Did I-
anything
did I
else
get
of
that-
Jawaese.
Did I get that right?
Uchimi!
That's his Rosetta Stone.
he needed that exact sentence to crack the code.
And I'm gonna give the lady, the security guard, another thumbs up. Like, yeah, I did it.
She's gonna look very confused.
He just said just in time for a veto.
Just in time.
They're tiny little ass cheeks.
But they carry with it great force.
Amazing. Okay, I just need 1 second here. Okay, so Doran, you're next to act. You're
Wonderful.
you're still facing down against the death turtle trooper with his spinning laser nunchaku.
Well, I mean, I'm engaged in combat, and it's I gotta stand tall between these two defenseless people that I have behind me. There's some sort of connection here, and Doran realizes that and knows that he has to do everything in his power to protect them. So he's gonna bear down. This is what will fell you, you turtle thing. I've never seen. When did the Empire get turtles?
Die, human!
That does not answer my question.
Are you attacking it?
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and attack. What do I add here? I add strength, attack bonus.
Yep, your strength bonus. No, it's not your. Yes, your strength bonus. You have to hit. And your base attack bonus. Yep.
Got it.
And I think did you get anything? Didn't you get a boost to your strength or something because you had used the force or something?
Yep, I have that. I have that marked down.
Okay,
There, yes.
good.
Okay, so that's gonna be the D20 plus 8. So we're gonna hope for a 28 here, everybody, right?
Yay!
Here goes.
Let's kick off the new year with a nat 20.
You can do it.
Oh my god, so fucking close.
What'd you get?
I got a 19, so
So-
27 to hit.
Are you sure your weapon
27.
doesn't crit on 19?
Oh,
I think it does.
I crit a 19,
Yep, you
guys.
do.
I think I crit a 19.
So that's good for you.
Me too. My critical range is 1920.
All right, so go ahead and roll to see if you do direct damage to his wounds. You need another 19 or 20.
Another 19 or 20. This is just a base D20, right?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay. So you definitely hit. So go ahead and roll your damage then.
What is that? 2d8, I think. Yeah, 2d8.
I know that's right.
That's a good one. I got a 9.
9. Okay. I'm just making sure I got the right one here.
Yes, my first and last good roll of 2023. That's a wrap for Doran Voralt, everybody.
That's a wrap. You said 9?
Yes.
Okay. So 9 does. So you swing your lightsaber. You swinging? What kind of attack are you doing with your lightsaber?
I'm doing the let's see. I'm doing the frozen wampa. A technique taught to me by Jedi Master Skywalker.
Right.
Where
Of course.
you stand there and apprehensively and slice an arm off.
Got it. Okay. Very good.
Which form is that?
The frozen wampa.
Oh,
All right. I feel like your damage. Did you add your strength to your damage?
Do I add strength to
Yeah.
damage?
Yeah, mhm,
Oh
mhm.
shit! Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's gonna be a 13.
Great. That's much better for you. Okay. So I'm just gonna see here. Yep. Okay. So you swing your lightsaber at its right arm, which is the opposite one that you struck last time that was sparking, and you successfully cleave off that arm at the joint, and it
Good.
now has only one arm. It looks at it, and it looks back at you, and it starts spinning the other one faster. I guess trying to compensate or something.
Wait till you see what else Master Skywalker taught me.
Ah, it says 3RM. You're still how are you holding 3RM, Tog?
Lovingly.
In your hand, or is he like in the bag, or what's going on?
Yeah, he's just kind of under my arm.
Okay, like this. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, just kind of.
Buddy
So
pose.
you're under his arm. Your head is
Well, actually, if they were going through my credentials, I'd be nervously kind of like fidgeting with his head, kind of like passing it around a little bit.
like this between your hands.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, so
Yeah,
that's
kinda
happening.
it's kind of like spinning it around.
So you see the room spinning as he's moving you from hand to hand nervously, and you sense that your body is fully repaired with the exception to the major wounds it sustained, but it's functional, but it's somewhere you don't know where. You can do something. You're still speaking in 2-second bursts for now.
I'm not going to do
Nothing.
anything.
You could do something with your body if you wanted.
No.
No.
Please, your body's so close to the.
I'm going to curse the makers.
Curse.
I don't know
The
why
maker.
they built me.
So you're a millennial.
And I'm just going to go with the flow and do my little circles.
All right. Sounds good. Okay.
I do want to point out that we forgot to do my remote.
Oh, yeah. Okay, go ahead and take a turn with him then. Sorry about that.
He's going to shoot to stun the guy outside the door again.
Great. So Urtaj is out there. Go ahead and fire for him. His
Yeah, what's the roll for
give me a
that?
second here. This little guy. I should give this to you. All right. So his one moment. Should be easier for me to find. I have that on the right page. I'm just looking at the thing. Okay. +6.
Ooh.
Oh, you have it on stun, or is it on regular?
Yes, done.
Okay. All right.
We need him alive. 21.
Okay. All right. So the droid fires off the all too familiar circular stun ray blast out of itself,
Wow.
and it's wonderful, and it strikes him in the chest, and he goes, oh, and he falls down, unconscious. Let's see how long. Okay. Very good. And the droid can move now if you want. It still has that action left.
It's good.
Good. Awesome. Sounds good. Okay. Great. Tog. The 3 troopers look at your credentials, and then one of them gets shot in the back and falls to the ground. As it falls to the ground, something falls out of its pockets. Leather pockets, from its utility belt. Like almost like a. Well, you don't know what leather is. So like a sort of animal hide looking bag,
Leather.
drawstring bag. Leather. We'll say it looks like a leather bag, little tiny, almost like a coin purse. And you could tell the troopers are now very tense and alert.
Well, if they just got shot in the back, I'm gonna also drop down to the ground, kind of like screaming, like ah, and then kind of fall on top of the bag, and then pick it up and like kind of like try to scramble away.
Okay, like on your knees.
Yeah, it's kind of like I'm getting out of here.
Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and Do you want them to see? Do you care if they see, or are you trying to do this
No, I'm just if
quietly or carefully, or you're just scrambling?
I mean, if anything, I'm trying to bluff that I'm afraid of this getting shot and trying to
Sounds
continue
good.
on
Oh
with
no,
my.
they're shooting at us.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just a cleaner. I got to get out of here.
Okay, that holds and that tracks. So you pick up the bag. You feel it's got something. It's got a bunch of. You can feel it's got a bunch of round objects inside as you pick it up. You can feel that with your hands. The troopers, they hear you and they turn sideways a little bit to look to hear what you're saying and seem to nod a little bit, and then their focus returns very quickly back to the thing that shot them. And they draw their blasters and they fire at the turret, and both of them strike the turret, and it explodes. Neep, you hear the explosion, and you can see that the readout says that it's no longer functioning. The droid that's fighting Doran goes to shove him down with its hand. It holsters its weapon and attempts to shove you down. Give me 1 second. Just want to make sure I get this right. Knockdown. Okay, so we're going to do opposing strength checks. So go ahead and roll me a strength check. Add your strength bonus. Doran Vortal to 2.
Adding my strength bonus to what now?
To your D20 roll.
Got it.
You have to do an opposing strength check.
I apologize. I was engaged in chat.
Can chat hear the music?
Yeah, chat. Can you hear the music?
What did you roll?
Do I add it? Do I have like a defense bonus as well that I add? No.
Just your strength bonus.
21.
Wow. Okay.
All right. So
Okay,
the consensus about the music is yes, it can be heard, but it's really low. And Vij says that she can't hear it at all. So either it's very, very low and she's hard of hearing, or she's gaslighting.
Okay. So, Nat, for your knowledge, I don't know if there's anything you do about that. No worries. Okay. Cool. So, the droid shoves you with its one hand and effectively knocks you down to your bum. Go ahead and give me a fortitude roll. Add your fortitude bonus. Oh no, actually, sorry. No, you get that. You also get to add your strength modifier. Doran.
To my what roll?
What are you doing?
I added my strength modifier to my roll. I already rolled.
Yeah, you got to roll again.
Oh.
It knocked you down onto your
14.
tuckus. 14? Okay. All right. Okay, so you're on your bum, but you did not get stunned.
Nice.
So you didn't hit your head, which is good. Would have been much worse. All right, so with its second action, it's moving past you to here. And that's it. It's drawing its weapon again. Next to the woman. Okay. And then at this point, additional troopers start to show up out here. I'm sorry. This is important. This has to happen. And they're also coming from over here. Nat, you see these guys approaching from Doran, you see the guys approaching from the research building past the droid, and you can see that this is only the first wave of these guys coming, and that guys are starting to pour out of that building, and ATSTs have also come out of that building. 2 have come out so far. And the lights all around the base are still spinning red. These guys are out here though. They're heading seemingly. So you see these guys, Neep, that have all approached here. Nobody else can see them yet. But you see them on the cameras. You can see that there are more guys coming from that direction as well, and they have now got the barracks door open. They're coming out of the barracks door. That's now that you previously had locked, and they've got it open, and they're all pouring out there. You also see the ATSTs coming out of the research building. All right. And now, Tog already took his turn. Yep. And that's back to you, Doran.
I would like.
You're in your
I would
buff.
like to run away. Shit. Things are not looking good. I would like to tell the two people that I am guarding. You must run, and then I'm going to get up and I'm going to try to tackle this turtle droid to get it away from the 2, give them a chance to get away, because it's about to get ugly. It looks.
So you're going for like a knockdown and a pin down, or do you want to just grapple it and hold it?
Well, turnabout is fair play, isn't it? It knocked me down. Let's not get down.
Okay. Are you doing a drop kick again, or is it just a regular push this time?
Just do a regular push.
All right. So opposing strength checks.
Ooh, 9.
Okay. So you used your move action to stand up, and now you're doing this as an attack action. You go to shove it, and it doesn't move at all. But your hands hit it pretty hard, but not so much to do damage. But maybe something else might be damaged. Not on the outside, though.
It's not looking good.
Sorry,
Nope.
sorry about that. He rolled a 19. If it
It
makes you feel any
doesn't.
better.
It really, really doesn't.
Oh, there was actually a 23 with his bonuses.
Again, still doesn't make me feel any better.
Just in case you're wondering.
I wasn't, but thank you.
No problem. Happy to help. All right. So at this stage, 3RM, you're now scrambling on the ground. You can sense. You see a lot of the ground now, and your body. Some of the motion sensors. Some of the sensors in your body that might detect something's close by. You can sense that things are approaching your body from somewhere nearby.
Okay. I'm not going to do anything.
Very good. Sorry. I wish I could do more forward. Very good. All right. That's fair. Great. So now Tog. Yeah, you're on the ground. Where you scrambled, right?
Yeah.
Where did you move? We didn't move you.
I'm moving towards the door.
Got it. Okay, the door's locked though, which is good.
It's locked.
Right? Didn't you lock
I
that
thought,
door?
Wasn't this robot shooting this guy through the door?
It was. So I guess that door was open. But you wanted to lock the door, right? Neep.
Which door?
I thought this outside
This
door
door.
was open.
Oh no, he locked this
The
door. That's
inside.
right. He locked this door
Oh,
down
that
here.
one, yeah.
Yep, and this door here. You're right. Yep. Sorry about that. Yep. So that one is still unlocked and open.
All right, I want to scramble out here to this guy.
Okay, as you scramble out, you do see the horde of troopers barreling down on this area. You actually see that before you walk out there. As soon as you poke your head out, you'll see that. Do you change? Are you still proceeding with your action?
I'm
or
gonna
you wanna change
continue
it?
going out there, and I will continue my bluffscapades of pointing. I think they've taken over the control room or something. And just they kind of crawl over to this guy. I'll get him some medical help since he's currently knocked out, and start trying to drag him away as well.
Okay, that's pretty convincing given your position.
I'm
go ahead and give me a roll. Give me your bluff roll. You are still suffering from the rats, the feeling of slight rat nibbling from your cloak.
Hey, good devil, thanks for that sub.
Yeah.
What's up?
You're the real MVP.
This is a 22.
22. Yep. All right, let's see what this guy. So you're rolling against the officer there, who is pathetic. All right, yep. So he's like, okay, yeah, get him out of here.
Right, and then I'm gonna drag him up. I'm gonna try and go.
That's about as far as you can go right
I'm gonna
there.
go up towards, going towards this way.
Okay, so this guy's with you then. Great. Dragging the body. Sounds good. All right. Now, Neep
I got you.
and or Strike can now act. Whichever one of you guys both have the same here, so whichever one of you wants to act first.
It. I can do stuff then.
I'm working. I'm working again.
So, here's what I think we should do. I'm asking protocol here. Like, is it possible to like send a message to like the troopers or whatever as a whole? Kind of like through, I guess through like their headsets or whatever from the console, like a communication.
So the only way you can communicate to the whole base at once is using the intercom system that Strike has the thing for that he got from the Admiral. So he can use that handheld.
Okay.
Essentially, it's a specialized comm to speak to everyone in the base at once. But you can't speak directly to their helmets from this computer.
And then my other question is, the door that I locked, can I open with relative ease?
Oh yeah, you can still unlock and lock doors as you at will from this computer. The one to the barracks that they're pouring out of, that one is officially so the mechanism is broken. So they broke it to get out. So you can't operate that
what
one.
I'd like to do is I'd like to unlock both the doors that I locked. The one to this room and the one to the barracks below. Then set a timer to relock in 1 minute. And then write a message on the pad to Strike to call all the troopers to this location over the comm. And then drag his ass with me through both of those doors. As far as we can get.
Okay. Let me see the movement you would need. Assume you can hop over the desk. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think you would only be able to move halfway while doing all that stuff this turn. But in order to see if you need both your actions to do all that stuff on the computer, give me your computer check roll.
No problem. Alright, so let's see. Computer use. I've got 7, 8, 9.
I don't know why.
10, 11. I'm forgetting something.
I'm giving you a sort of modifier here because you're trying to do it very quickly.
Yeah. 11. Is it just plus 11? I thought I had something else.
Gearhead? Don't you get to do something where you get to add something to your computer use checks as well as your repair checks, one or the other? I thought you had something like that.
I got a lot of stuff with stats.
Okay.
Just plus 11. It's gonna be a 23.
All right. Yep. Just barely. Yep, you're good. So, yep. So you're able to, and you show the note. So you fiddle with the computer. You do everything you want to do. It appears to be successful. You show your data pad. You quickly type a message and show it to Strike. He sees. What did you say you were telling him on the pad?
To call out over the comms to direct all the troops to this location.
The command center. Okay, or to the admiral's office. Okay, so you Strike. You see that message. Are you gonna? And you tell him to follow you. And he hops over the thing and heads out. The open, now unlocked door to here.
Yep.
Is that what you want? Okay. All right, Strike. Your choice now to do what he said.
Yep, I'm gonna do as he says, and I will move my ass through the doors.
Sounds good. Right behind him. Sounds good. All right, so you're here as well. I'm gonna roll for something. Okay. Nothing else happens in that room. You see the doors close behind you, but they don't lock. You presume because you assume that your efforts there were successful. All right, now the troopers move up, open the door, and see this droid blocking their way. They say, "Move, droid!" And you have a choice to act there with the droid since you didn't take a turn with him.
It can move.
Okay, so it moves. Where do you want to move it? Can you control it? Did I do? Oh, I did not give you control here. You now have control of it. Go ahead. Got it. Okay.
It'll go
all right, so they move in.
They get out of the way, or once they come in.
Got it. Sounds good. So they all move in to the room. Not Ortage. And they see you over here. And this officer here yells at, "You there! Freeze!" He sees both of you. And he draws his weapon, but he doesn't fire it. He points it at you. All right. That's all he does. And then these troopers move over here, and they observe Doran on the ground by that droid. They saw him get knocked over by the droid. They have their weapons drawn, and they come on now, computer. They say to Doran and the lady and her kid, says, "You there, freeze! And lower your weapon!"
Would you two like frozen wampa?
What?
You said freeze is only thing I know that's frozen. Come here, I'll show you.
Are you going to lower your weapon? We will open fire.
I will lower my weapon into your skull.
He's not lowering his weapon. Fire! They all fire at you.
I have lightsaber
what's your defense?
I have lightsaber defense.
What is your defense?
My defense is
with that bonus. Oh, we got a sub! Thanks, Mr. Goliath.
Boom.
Awesome, dude. Boom.
Oh yeah.
Defense is 17. And I don't have. Do I have my lightsaber defense here written down? I do.
You're good.
Okay.
So they all four of them fire their weapons at you. And you deftly deflect all the shots. Let's go ahead and give me a D20.
I was going to say, can is there any kind of roll I can do to see if any of them go back? No, 7.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna. If you got something good there, I was gonna let something cool happen. But
that's
yeah. So, but you block all the shots. They go off in all different directions. And none of them successfully land on your body. The droid reaches for the woman to grapple her and lift her up. It grabs her at the chest by her shirt and lifts her up with its one hand. And it throws her. Against the wall. Her body falls down limp to the ground and unmoving. The little girl next to her sees this, is totally in shock, and then it sets in, and she screams. And then everything goes dark for you, Tog. Doran. Tog, you hear an incredibly loud scream, and you see bodies. These bodies go flying.
Which ones?
The stormtroopers. You see 2 stormtrooper bodies go flying from behind this wall here that you can't see around the corner, but you see the bodies go this way to the left. After you hear that scream.
Oh, okay.
HK3RM, you sense that your systems have sustained some damage.
Oh, but I don't hear any screams.
Everybody hears the scream, but it's more muffled from everybody who's inside. Oh, you're right there too, so you hear it as well. Yeah, you're right
cool.
there. That's right. Yeah. So it's not muffled for you. You do hear the screams. Yep. Sorry, I'm losing track of where your head is.
I do that
great.
a lot too.
Get your head in the game.
Yeah. Hey, here's a question though: is he holding? I guess I'm not being held up to see in that direction.
What?
No, probably not.
Sorry.
You're probably actually looking. You're probably actually sitting on top of this guy because I'm dragging him.
His body.
So you're just kind of like resting on his chest, and I'm just pulling him.
Okay, I figured as much. I was just curious if I could see my body or not.
And at this point, behind you, Tog, and HK3RM, to the south of the city, you hear huge explosions. And you also hear a large explosion to your right, seemingly coming from the edge of the city to the right. Everybody inside feels the ground shake a little bit, and you hear muffled explosions in the distance. Tog, looking up, you see that the anti-aircraft weapon that's directly in front of you, since I imagine you're pulling backwards and dragging this body, you see the anti-aircraft weapon in front of you. It has exploded. And is now raining down bits around the entrance to the city there.
I'm gonna. Can I use? I want to use Erm's head as a comm link.
Okay, sounds good.
You got to talk into his mouth though.
Yeah. It looks like this place is getting attacked. We gotta get out of here.
I think Strike has a comm link, and you hear that, Strike, come through the comm link.
Could you repeat that over?
Yeah. There are ships or something attacking the base. Over. Large explosion. Over. Run. Over.
You're muted, Adam.
Thank you, sir. Much obliged. How you propose we get out of here?
I just want to point out that
Over.
Strike and I are still inside the room with all the stormtroopers.
With their guns on you, yeah. So I guess he's drawn it out and he's speaking into it instead of to the troopers.
You guys should go. You guys should maybe go south towards the explosion.
Great.
Over.
So all that happens.
Over.
HK, you have a chance to act now. With him very close kissing range. You can you as he's holding you up near his head, you actually can see over his shoulder, and you can see your body through this.
Boy.
You can just barely see your body laying on the ground there. And these troopers are not there. They've gone flying.
Okay.
And that's all you can see is just your body there. It's got some smoke coming out of it, sparking a little bit.
Do I see the turtle guy?
No, not from that position. You can't see anything over on this side of the wall.
All right. Well, then. I don't know.
You can control your body to do something now if you want.
Yeah. You know what? I'll get up and have it run over to Tug.
Great. So it is able to do that in this turn. It can get, I think, 5. Your move is 10, right? So you can get 5. Yeah, roughly there. That's fine. So you're able to get right up to him. Tog, you sense the droid is right on your back.
Now, just throw meat bag.
Throw the meat bag. He's right. I'm gonna try and hurl the hostage at Erm's body.
You're able to do this. It bumps against.
By mistake, Erm's head's on his body, so I'm also throwing his head at his body as well. But I'm gonna throw both of them just out of spite.
Okay, so he throws him. He bumps slightly into Tog's into your legs, HK3RM. But he's not the strongest guy, so it only just sort of bumps you, the body, but your head goes rolling off the body past you. Give me a dexterity check and see if you can catch it.
Right. I'll take it. Just straight up dex.
Yeah. Get your dex bonus.
Wow, yeah.
And that's how you start out a new year, friend.
Yep. So you want to describe how you did it? Perfect. So it can be however you want.
Back in the game.
I catch it with one hand and mount it right on top of my body.
Okay. So you shove your head onto your. It's not your turn, but you are able to catch it with one hand and shove it onto your neck piece. But it's just there. The worst we're holding it there. So the body will just fall.
Same.
You can repair. No. It's coming up. Don't worry. Strike. Neat. You're now barreling. You now have these troopers all pointing their weapons at you, awaiting a response.
Gonna run through the doors. I'll do it with my hands up, though.
All right.
Like when they put your hands up, I put my hands up, then I run through the doors.
All right. Sounds good.
Do exactly the same thing.
Great. Sounds good. So you can get 1, 2, 3, 4. You can actually make it through the door, and it does actually shut behind you like you planned.
And I also want the remote to work its way out the other door. After I get out of the way from the other guys.
Great. It does. While they're not paying attention, they're distracted by you. You hear some blaster fire hit the door just as you close it. And then you hear the locking mechanism activate. And then Tog and HK3RM, you see coming out of the base another set of troopers. And now you can hear the familiar clunking sound of the ATST walkers approaching as well.
Quick question. Since we were only doing movement, are we able to do like a dash and move further?
You can move. Oh yes, you can move twice in one turn. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let me go ahead and move you into the other room where you are. Just need a second to get it ready for you guys, since a lot of these guys aren't in here anymore. Hang on. Moment.
I'm kind of thinking this is gonna go like a Scooby-Doo episode, you know, if people are running through different doorways to running after each other.
It does appear to be going that way. Moment. Almost ready. All right. So I just got to bring you guys in here real quick. I thought I had you on here. All right. It's really strange. I usually have you guys already preloaded in here. Oh, I do. There you are. Got it. Okay. All right. Just gotta bring you over here. Come on now. You're there. And you're there. Great. And move this over. Sorry. Technical things. Imagine swirly, beautiful, colorful clouds. There we go. All right. So you see this as you go into the room. You see the you walk in, right behind some bunks, and directly in front of you, the room appears to be empty, except for you see one guy in this room over here, which is a glassed-in room that overlooks this main bunk area. Why isn't it letting me click on it? Anyway, usually I can do that little circle thing. It's not working. Anyway, you also see a row full of lockers over on to your left on the one side wall, and in the middle of the room are a bunch of tables where presumably people sat and ate, you would think. And at the corner of the room is the smoking remains of one of the anti-aircraft weapons. Yep. All right, so you can make another move right now, as you wish. You also see these two doors over here. These are the ones that you locked before, and they are both now sparking and open. And outside of this door, you can see a bunch of troopers just going around the corner and heading north towards the area where you guys and your friends were. You see those troopers through the door, but they don't see you. They're not looking for you.
When you're dashing, can you stealth while you're dashing, or can you only do one or the other? Okay.
No.
So I'm just gonna dash.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna try to go like back behind the bunks, where at least we're like kind of behind cover.
Okay. So over there. Oh, sorry. Let me move. So you're moving him over here. Yeah, you should be able to control him.
I just wasn't sure how far the movement I had left.
Yeah, you're good. And then Strike, you can move up to 5 spaces as well if you're running, or you can do something else with your second action here.
I'm gonna
Get lunch from the lunch lady.
I'm gonna go this way, so I can kind of cover Neep.
Okay, I'm just gonna see if this guy sees you. He is occupied looking at his computers. He does not notice that you guys came into the room. At least you don't seem to think he noticed you. Does not seem that way. Okay. Great. Doran, you are unconscious. But you are dreaming. And you relive, unfortunately, a nightmare of your childhood in the experience you had with your parents.
No, Daddy, don't.
He also died on fire.
Huh? Oh no, Roll20's crashing. No!
That's just a you problem, apparently.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's good at least. Good. All right, well I'm loading back in. So that's all that happens during your turn, Doran. You're having a bad dream. 3 RM. You are holding your dismembered head onto your chassis. But this is a pretty serious repair you have to do here. I believe you normally need a 15 to pass this.
Okay.
You now need a higher number to self-repair if you're self-repairing.
Number why self-repair.
Tog, you will act next. If you would like, you can use your first action to help him. It's your choice, though, if you want to offer something like that. But that's something that I would allow to happen if it's something he wants
Can
to
I
offer.
move and repair?
He can do it on his own.
Yep. You can do both of those things, yep.
Okay. I want to repair as I
Okay,
walk
so-
up to the top of the ATSC.
I hate to tell you, he's come back.
I don't know if you can reach the... Can you reach the ATST from where you are? Let me see. Oh, you are pretty
I
close.
can't run on top of it.
So it should be here. That's a pretty big action if you're climbing on top.
Magnetic feet.
Your... Oh, right. You have magnetic
It's
feet. That's
pretty
true.
much just like walking.
We'll see how your repair
Hey,
goes.
I'm walking over here.
Oh,
Should help.
hold on. We all know it's better to be lucky than good.
Yeah, it always is. I was waiting for it.
So, there we go.
That's a little bit
Yes.
better. Yeah.
Reattach your head to your body.
Yeah.
Yeah, and after
But there's still smoke coming out of your body.
whatever.
You have one wound.
Call it special effects.
All right.
And your body, you can sense your body is still pretty damaged. It's functioning. You have full function of your body, but it is not working at 100%. You are still suffering the fatigue effects that anybody else would in this situation. So let me just see how that might affect your move here. So no running, no charging. Okay. So I do want, since you're trying to... Okay, I'm going to say, you don't have to jump or climb because of your magnetic feet. So yeah, you can start to walk. You can walk up the side of it and stand on the top with this action.
Perfect.
Wow, this is already going a different way than I expected. I mean, I totally meant for this to happen. This is exactly how I thought it was going to go.
You kept spawning in more enemies to a rabid bunch of murder hobos. What did you? Shame on you for expecting anything different than this.
Yeah, totally fair. Great. Okay.
Do I notice
So,
the dead person?
I'm not dead yet.
What? Oh yeah, so as you climb up, you notice to the side of you that Doran is slumped up against the wall, unconscious. So is this woman next to him. There's a droid there, or what appears to be two parts of a droid that have been ripped to shreds. The top half and the bottom half broke in the middle in some sort of unnatural way. And the little girl's laying on the ground unconscious next to them as well. There's some mutilated bodies of stormtroopers across the way here.
Okay.
Was Darth fine?
I'm just gonna shake my head.
Darth,
It's like, why do meatbags never listen? I told them to stay hidden.
Very good. All right, so these troopers in here, you guys don't see them anymore, but they're doing things. You hear some knocking at the door. You guys came out deep into the barracks, some clanking as they're trying to seemingly trying to get that door open. These troopers here all move up to about here. And then the AT-ST Walker trains its blasters on Tog. But then at that moment, you hear the whining of ship engines. But they're not TIE fighter engines. And then over the top of the roof of the research building next to you, Tog, and you see this too before Tog does because you're up higher, HK3. You see what appears to be a squadron of starfighters approaching, and they are not Imperial starfighters.
Okay.
They appear to be a ragtag group of freighters and old starfighters. They remind you of something that
Never happened in a movie.
you don't quite. Yeah, you don't remember. So you don't remind you of anything. You just know they're not Imperial. I'm sorry, I forgot about your memory thing. So yes, so that you see them coming over the tops of the buildings, and very quickly they fire their blasters and drop bombs,
and then blow up the ATST, and I blow apart again.
Can you please give me a reflex check?
I'm giving the DM ideas.
Yeah.
God, I hope he explodes again. I don't know why these rust buckets can't stay together.
Yeah, right.
Is that your 19, Erm?
Yeah, 19.
Okay, so you're able to jump off just before the blasters strike the ATST and explode it.
Oh, thank goodness.
As you land on the ground, you look over and you see the other approaching ATSTs are also destroyed, and the last ship, the freighter, drops some sort of bombs and collapses in the research building in one huge, large, exploding damage thing. Now that whole side of the city appears to be a flaming, smoking mess, and those ships fly over the city. And then Tog, as you're looking up to see all these troopers approaching you, you hear blaster fire from behind them, and all four of them fall down dead. And you see a squadron of look like just regular humans, and mostly human, and then a couple other alien species, but they're not dressed like Imperials. Can
I ask a question?
Sure.
This bounty that I have with me, is he dead or alive? Do we need him alive?
You can sense that he's alive.
No, do we...
Oh, there is a dead or alive bounty. Yes.
I'm gonna slit his throat and take whatever I need to confirm the kill and stop dragging him.
Okay, sounds good. I would think. Okay, I guess his head.
Whatever's necessary.
I don't know.
I'm just.
What else you would use in this situation to have to be able to demonstrate?
What these squadron guys is coming up, I'm just gonna kind of cut this guy's head off and just wrap it in the thing. And...
Do you have a knife?
Yes.
To do that?
I have
okay.
Rhodian repulsors. I got very fancy knives.
Oh, right, those. Okay, so you were able to cut those off, and these troopers blast through these guys, and they some of them run past you because they can see you're doing something, but they don't see what, and they can see you're on the ground, so they don't perceive you as an enemy. They run past you, and they keep firing behind you at something you don't know what. They say, "Stay down! Stay down!" And then another group of them, another squad of these sort of ragtag troopers, soldiers, go into this main room, and there's a lot of blaster fire.
Okay. Other than that, if I have time, I do kind of want to move up and try to secure where I know Doran was.
Okay, so as you come around the corner, you see Doran there, unconscious on the ground, next to two other slumped bodies there. A woman.
I'm going to take what I need to confirm the kill.
HK3RM on the ground there, or standing, but
I will do what I can to secure and make sure that he's not dead.
You
and
see,
I guess the two civilians with him.
Okay, so checking on Doran, you can see that he's alive. You sense that he's alive. You're able to determine he's alive, but he's unconscious. The woman is dead, as far as you can tell, and the little girl is alive. You now see the trooper squad that ran behind you run this direction over here, and open these main doors here, and run inside. These are the doors. Is that where you came in?
From the
Can't
hangar.
remember. Yeah. So you know that this is the. Oh no, you came in at the hangar. You haven't been in this area over here, but you see him go in there. Through there, you see when they open the doors, you can see that there appears to be some residents in there, but it looks pretty slummy in there, like pretty busted and dirty in there as the doors open. And then a few seconds later, people, regular, just look like women, children, civilian types, come running out, and one of the troopers comes out and starts directing them towards the eastern exit of the city. Neep and Strike, you're in the barracks at this point. The trooper that was in the glass cell has left that glass cell, the monitoring cell, and you heard some blaster fire, and he hasn't come back. You can see through that door some soldiers running by, that one door that was open. You can see the soldiers running by, and you don't recognize them as Imperial troopers. You're no longer in combat. You just do what you want at this point. I think you guys are all the ones who are conscious right now. Right? I think it's just you, Strike, and Tog at this point.
I'm basically gonna.
And 3RM. And 3RM so too.
I'm going to.
I remembered. Okay, I just
Try
needed
to
another
blow him up
second.
dead, not even considering his turn.
So any of you can do whatever you want at this point. You now see that throughout the city, except Neep and Strike, can I just say that you guys do peek out the door and you see what's going on out there. You see a bunch of troopers and soldiers running in and attacking and killing all the Imperials and destroying their equipment and seemingly taking over the city. They haven't noticed you yet, either of you, but you have a chance to act now and either do something in the barracks room where you are, which is empty. There's nobody in there.
I want to run out the door and
or
head
do
up
something
to where
with.
the other guys are.
Great. Okay.
Full speed.
Other Strike, what are you doing?
I want to go through the bunks and see if I can find anything useful to steal.
Cool. Okay. So, looking through the bunks, you just find some random pieces of standard Imperial armor, but the lockers do catch your eye at the far end of the room. Do you wish to investigate those as well?
Yes,
while you're
please.
Okay. So going over them, you can see that they have some rudimentary locks, and you're able to get into them without any trouble. They are not challenging locks for you to open. And then looking inside, hang on, I have a list of loot. Just give me a damn second. It's way back here. I thought you guys would get this loot sooner. There it is. Got it. Okay. So inside, you recognize a heavy repeating blaster that a typical heavy trooper might carry. That's a sort of automatic, but it's very heavy sort of weapon. You see a targeting rifle. That's sort of a long distance sort of sniper rifle. You see grenades, different types. You see standard. You see a grenade launcher. So you see a GL-11 explosive grenades, Merson explosive grenades. You also see stun grenades. And then you see just a bunch of standard issue Imperial armor and E11 blasters. So those are the most notable things you find in there. You see the repeating blaster, the grenades, and the grenade launcher, and the targeting rifle.
All right, I'll take those things. And can I give Neep the grenade launcher?
I'm already out the door.
Okay, just give me a second. So you're just gonna like
strap. I deemed it has a strap.
Yeah, you'll be able to carry them all. I think you need to get just give me 1 second to update your weight here on your chart, because you're definitely going to be. Well, let's just go ahead and put them all in there. I'll give you the weights later, but we'll just know that you cannot run because you are definitely loaded up with weapons at this point that you're carrying. Your arms full of guns and grenades. As much so, you are able to pick up 4 stun grenades and 4 of these frag type grenades.
Okay, and like I said, I'm gonna give the grenade launcher to Neep.
Okay, so as you catch up with Neep, you hand him a grenade launcher. It is pretty heavy for you,
I can't
Neep,
carry anymore.
to be able to carry that.
I'm already
So I guess you should shake your head no.
All right, I'll carry for you. You tell me when you want to use it.
Great. Okay, so I'm just going to describe everything that's you guys are seeing now because they don't need the maps right now. So you guys catch up with the group. You see Doran unconscious on the ground. You see the little girl unconscious on the ground. You see HK over there, sparking and smoking, but otherwise just standing there. You guys are all now together by the.
Can't be repairing myself.
You can, you can
repair.
use this time to repair
I
yourself.
don't know. Smoking does
Okay.
make you look cool.
We'll install a special smoke
All right.
machine later.
Another 20 to repair.
You don't need to. Since Neep's there, he never needs to roll for repair apparently. So he gets to work on you immediately after seeing you smoking and sparking. You don't stop him, I assume.
Our system.
Okay, so you guys work together to repair yourself. It's going to take a few minutes, but you can still talk and hear what's going on
What
while
I
you're
really
doing
want to
this.
do is I
So
want to
I-
take up
so
like
back to 12?
droid parts from all the other droids and like make one Frankenstein droid, but I'll spare him.
Super droid.
So you're fixing him
Old
first,
troll.
I assume. Okay, Tog, you see these guys approach, and you see Strike has a pile of weapons in his arms.
All right, did we get everything then?
Neep, also you see the headless body of Urataj Samek on the ground.
Ah, shit.
He had an accident.
Are you still holding the head? Okay, you see that
He
as
had an
well.
accident.
It was my only option.
I mean, I wouldn't have done it myself, but, you know, whatever.
Oh, all right. Well then, yeah, we're all good then.
At this point, the troopers, the ragtag group, come over, and what appears to be a leader of the group. He is a human, older, gray hair, and he looks to you and says, he looks at the group of you and says, what are you doing here? Get out of the city. Civilians need to get out of the city right now.
You kind of look like a civilian.
We're taking back the city.
Oh well. So are we.
Are you from Rungus's
But,
palace? Were you prisoners?
loosely associated.
Did you do this? We noticed that the anti-aircraft weapons went down,
Oh,
so we scrambled our fighters.
yeah. That was the that was us.
That was you. All of you? He looks around to the rest of the group.
Wow.
Strike and Neep as well.
I mean, it was mostly me. Look at this Jedi; he's still sleeping on the job. But you know, don't.
It's a Jedi? It must have been you. Wow, we never could have done this without you. We're in your debt. Well, you should come back to Warla with us. We can offer you shelter and food before you go on your way back to Rungus. We owe you a great debt of gratitude. We're with the exception of Rungus, I mean, we're free. Thank you.
Oh yeah. It was just a day's work.
Wow. You guys are heroes.
Yeah.
Right, at this point, he gets back and he says, "Meet us outside the city when you're ready. We can fly you back to Warla with us."
What about our cloak ship?
That's out there still.
Okay. Did I get repaired all the way?
Yes.
Sweet. Is it just vitality or?
It's just your wounds have been well, actually, I'm sorry. That takes time, just like anybody else. So you're able to restore 2 wounds in the time that you've been repairing.
Oh.
It's gonna take a minute. You were pretty damn busted.
Yeah, I can't argue against that.
I think we should take them up on their offer.
I agree. I think it'd be a good place for us to get everything taken care of.
Let's do it.
You translated that through HK, is that right? Neat.
If he's willing to.
You
Yeah.
said you want to take their offer. Are you translating freely for him?
Of course.
Okay. So you guys all agree? Are you do you want to do anything else in the city? Doran's still unconscious.
I'm taking my floaty ball droid
Little
with
girl's
me, though.
unconscious. Sure. Oh yeah, he's with you. He followed you.
A friend for Philip.
Yeah.
We should probably go get
Oh, that's
Philip.
right. I'm unconscious.
Oh yeah, I think we should. I'm gonna try to instruct them to let's go back the way we came, so we can go back to our ship and get the cloaked ship and Philip, and then head to Warlock. We can fill it with all of our guns.
Isn't Philip dead now? I hope so.
Nope.
Last you saw Philip, he was driving a Deathspine Varactyl away from you, back
Yep.
towards the ship.
He's
Yep,
a good boy.
he's done.
He's totally fine.
He's fine.
Now, he's evil. He needs to die. There can only be one droid.
By the end of this, I'm having an army of droids.
That's what it's looking like.
Doran, you come too. Sore. Incredibly sore. All your vitality has been drained.
Oh.
And you're down to 4 wounds.
I'm gonna tug on his tunic.
You're fatigued, exhausted, and in pain.
I just want to go up and be like, you need to rest, and bam, knock him out again.
Opening your eyes, the first thing you see is Tog. Right here.
Oh,
Next
the
to you.
girl. Oh, the girl. Where is she? Oh.
Looking around, you see the mother next to you,
Oh.
dead. You do not sense the life force in her.
Oh no.
But you sense the little girl, and you look beyond her and see the little girl on the ground unconscious next to her.
Looks
Don't-
like
Don't worry. The girl is still alive.
it looks.
Unfortunately, her mother
Yes.
met a much crueler fate.
The. I don't. We seem to have won.
You see the troopers around town. Yep, you see the smoke and the explosions,
Oh,
the fire everywhere.
yeah.
I'm gonna start tugging on shirts and like pointing, let's go.
Yeah, we have an exit. We'll explain on the way.
Okay. I'll stand up and muster every ounce of strength that I have left to pick up the girl and kind of just start muscling through the pain of walking to get her out. And I'll follow. I'm assuming Neep is eagerly leading us away from where we're supposed to go, so I'll try to slowly keep up with that.
Anybody else take issue with following or want to do anything else?
That seems about right.
Yeah, I'd like to repair along the way.
Okay, we'll assume you're continuing to repair as you're walking, and that Neep's helping you,
Great.
as he might. You guys exit the city. You see a bunch of troopers out there. You see a bunch of parked speeder bikes, and you actually see your ship, your cloak ship that you had taken. And at this point, Philip flies up to you. He says, "Master, you're alive!"
Martini!
To Neep. "I'm amazed. I thought you would die.
No.
I am very pleased.
We have a new friend.
I am happy to be of service." Yes, I brought the ship. Friend. Who?
And I bring over the floating ball droid.
Oh,
I'll
hello.
give him a better name than floating ball droid.
It makes a mumbling, a sort of a humming sound, and he says, "Oh, that's very rude."
I find it peaceful while I'm sleeping.
Well, I'm sure we will get along very well before long.
Wait, what did the droid say?
Do you speak droid? Oh yeah, you would have heard it. Yeah, yes, that's true.
No.
Yes, you do speak droid, being a droid. So yeah, you overheard it, and you heard it say something that was not a very friendly greeting, like an insulting greeting, like he's not happy to meet him at all. Almost jealous.
I like this guy.
It pivots towards you, and then pivots away. It doesn't say anything.
As it should know.
So yeah, you guys have your ship there. You can get on it, or
Let's get the Ronto
you also
poop
see
outta here.
the scooters, the speeder bikes.
Load the speeder bikes up.
I'd like to these
So the speeder bikes have troopers around them. They're not your speeder
but
bikes.
the other there are other
You
ships.
could ask to use
VR
them, I
speeder
guess.
bikes.
Huh? The other ships are inside the city at this point. They've landed inside the city in what remains of the dock area.
Wait, so are they blocking us from getting us to the ship?
You're on the outside. And it's just your ship landed outside, and then there's the speeder bikes around that the troopers had come in on. The ground troopers.
Okay, so they're not blocking us from the ship?
No. You guys have free access to your ship. Yeah.
Sweet.
So I'll go up to the ship and I'll try to find the comfiest spot to kind of lay the little girl down, and then I'll kind of sit next to and start meditating.
I'm going to start up the ship and get us to whichever rendezvous point the other guy was talking about.
Okay. As you guys get onto the ship, you do speak to a trooper who gives you directions and the coordinates to the city, to the village of Warla. Right, you already had it anyway, so you didn't need that. But you nod, I presume, as he's being cordial and polite to you, and you guys get in the ship. And the ship lifts off, and you head straight to Warla. It takes not too long in the shuttle. It takes a little bit. It takes the better part of the back after the afternoon to get where you need to go. But you get there, and when you land in the city and you come out, there's actually, well, it's not a city. It's a very large sort of township, and there's people out there, and they're cheering and clapping for you, and they're so happy. And they're mostly human, but there's a couple speckled other alien species in the group. And then what appears to be one who seems a little bit more authoritative comes up to you. It's a woman, an older woman. She says, she looks at the group of you and says, we in the village of Warla owe you all a great debt of gratitude. Please rest here until you feel better and eat. And I expect, is there anything else we can do for you? Anything you need?
I will look at her and go, for your safety, I would require some place secluded that me and this girl could rest.
Of course, you can stay at our inn. You and your daughter.
Thank you. And I'll head off towards the inn, looking for a room without anyone else, and that's where Doran's gonna go.
Right, of course. You must rest. We can discuss how we can help each other, or how we can help you. You've already done so much for us. We can discuss how we can help you at another time. If you just prefer to rest and eat and recover, we understand.
Well, the rest
I'm
of my
gonna
friends.
follow
Oh, go
Doran.
ahead. You're gonna what?
Follow Doran.
Oh, well, that's. Say before I start walking off after that she had said that, I'll go. Please, if you could attend to my compatriots here. There's nothing that you will be able to do for us, but just give us space, and I appreciate that. Thank you. And then he'll start going.
Go ahead, Nat.
In that direction.
My meta question is the ship that we have, our shuttle, is that spacefaring or is that like just an interplanetary?
Sublightal. Yeah,
Okay.
it's actually not even interplanetary. It's just atmospheric.
Yeah,
it's just an atmospheric shuttle.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna start crafting your list of demands. I mean,
Okay.
suggestions.
Request.
Request.
No yellow M&Ms.
Yeah, I'll have to come by and scratch out demands and write requests.
I mean, remember, I'm a
It's-
Java. Like everything's community. So if they're offering stuff, I'm going to ask for it.
So she observes you typing something on your data pad and sees Todd come over and cross something out and type something else over top. What are you guys typing in there?
I'm gonna ask for a spacefaring vessel for us to leave planet with. Food and supplies for the trip. Fuel and all that. That's probably it, really. I mean, we have everything else at least we will have everything else that I know that we need by that point. The last piece of the
Okay.
puzzle, getting off this planet.
If we all get a wish, I want to be turned into a blue sea as well.
It's very fun.
I feel like that's a different stream.
Game.
All right. Anybody else want to put anything else in the data pad besides the spaceship? Or verbally express?
I just saw the life leave Bruce Gaskin's face.
I mean, that still exists an option. You guys have choices here. I'm not restricting you in any way here. In some ways, but not really. You have a lot of choices how you could proceed here.
Well, Doran's not involved in all of this,
So-
these shenanigans.
So
Yeah,
Neep,
I have
Neep, oh, go ahead.
business
Yeah,
with
you followed
Doran.
him, right? And then Neep, are you waiting for anybody else to put anything in the data pad, or are you just going to hand it to her?
I'm just gonna hand it to her.
Okay, so she looks at it and nods and says, we can do this. The Empire has squeezed us for so long. We have very little, but we do have this. We haven't been able to leave the system. We've had ships sitting here that it's a bit derelict, but it does function, and we can stock it. We can stock the food refreshers, the food processing units, and we can stock it with all the supplies you need to travel, and with all the fuel you could possibly need to get as much as it can carry without overburdening the ship. We can definitely give you all of that. It's not the best ship, but it's a freighter and it should fit all of you. It's the least we can do. Absolutely.
All of us plus all the people that we're bringing from Rungus. Want to clarify?
You put as many people as you want on it. I think it only. I think it only comfortably seats 4.
I think there might be a limit on how many people you can have on here.
Well,
Bust out the clipboard.
it's your ship to do with as you choose. Once it's yours, by all means, do with it as you will. But go in peace. And with our
Stop
thanks.
asking us who we're going to put on the ship.
Okay. Well, thank you. Please rest. And please have all of our thanks. And everyone cheers and claps again for you. And now it's starting to maybe almost be a little awkward.
And everybody gets a medal except
Just
for
clapping.
Jawa.
Yep. So they're clapping at you guys. And she says, "Rest. Go rest. I'm sure you need it. Your friends. Meet your friends at the inn whenever you're ready. We'll go get the ship ready, and it'll be ready when you are."
I'm so surprised that this group of characters doesn't have like a fame hound here that just wants to stand there and soak up all of the adoration. Like that's like every party has someone like that, like the boisterous, like, oh yes, look at me, everyone, all eyes on me.
Yeah.
Very humble.
Yeah, or well, humble, and then like smugglers trying to lay low, you know, like.
And I'm just focused. I'm gonna go back and start working on 3RM.
Yeah, so he can heal more than 2 points this time.
Okay.
I can't be walking around
So are
with
you guys-
derelict droids. It just makes me look bad.
It's a reflection on you as the owner, yes.
No, this is a reflection from the DM. Just saying.
Are you guys?
Blow up every other session.
You survived.
Every single one of them, yeah.
You've grown in some ways.
Through sheer tenacity,
Yeah, okay.
force of will.
All right, so you guys all return to the inn. It's as comfortable as you could hope for after what the ordeal you just went through. You all sleep wonderfully through the night and fill your bellies with all the food they can offer. It's not top of the line, but man, it sure hits the spot given it's been a while since you guys last ate. And you rest until you feel completely comfortable and ready to move on. Going around town, you have an opportunity to meet people. They're all still very grateful, but they all seem very humble and simple people. Farmers, tradesmen, they have simple wares that they prepare for themselves and food and things like that, but nothing of extraordinary value. Nothing more valuable than the things that you've already gathered.
Oh, wait.
Before people rest, I want to have a conversation with Doran.
Oh, Doran went straight to the room, closed the door behind him.
I know, and I came in as well.
What do you wait? It's not like that.
You have to know.
Recording activated.
OnlyJedis.com.
Oh my god. Oh.
He's just in there cracking nuts from his pocket. It's fine.
You have something I desire.
New romantic interest.
What?
I'd like you to show me how to wield this. And I'm going to pull out the lightsaber that I found and ignite it.
As you open your chassis, it creaks loudly.
The chassis or the
Great.
lightsaber?
Yes, my chassis.
Shoddy repair job.
Well, I don't know my qualifications to teach you. I myself am still learning, and even for me, it is more of a feel than anything else. I have to let go of my senses and trust my feelings. Do you have feelings? Why don't you take a seat over there, 3RM?
No, I don't have feelings. However, I have something much better. I can record, replay, rewind, and analyze anything I see. And hence, you showing me techniques will make me overall better in my response times. And I think I can compensate you as well for your time. I found this along with the lightsaber. And I'm just curious, what color is the lightsaber?
I was hoping you wrote that down.
Uh, this
Hang
is the
on.
first time igniting it.
Oh, okay. I do believe it was blue.
Oh boy, that's my favorite color.
Aquamarine.
I'll look at
Oh no, I did write it down. It's green.
Okay, it was green.
Yeah.
I will look at
Alright.
3RM and say
Sorry.
this is
That's what I meant.
a very odd request, but
As I'm pulling out this mysterious cube.
would I recognize what this cube is?
Yes.
Would that be something that Master Luke would have taught me in the time that I've
Uh-huh.
been there?
You would immediately recognize this as a Jedi holocron.
I look at it and go, "Where did you find this?"
Along with this. Voof, voof,
Very
voof,
interesting.
voof.
We must make a trip to see my master soon. But yes, a strange request it may be. If learning how to wield the lightsaber is what you want, I'm sure we could figure something out. But right now, I must make sure that this little one here rests and recovers. She's been through an ordeal that very few people probably understand better than me.
This is agreeable. She must be taken care of. But once things are much calmer, I would prefer you train me or teach me as much as you can. And in good faith, I will let you keep this. And I'll hand over the holocron.
I'll go, this is an agreeable arrangement.
It glows bright blue as you touch it, and then it goes dark again.
Curious.
Very curious.
If you would do me a favor, on top of this very generous one, make sure everyone knows to not disturb this room. Oh, I do not know what will happen when this girl wakes up. I know it was hard
These
for me.
terms are acceptable
Thank
as
you.
well.
I appreciate that. And then I'll go ahead and I'll go back to my pack and kind of tuck the holocron away, and I'll see him out, and then
Yeah, I'll go right out the door and then just go into sleep mode.
Got it.
Um,
Or you can keep
Any-
preparing yourself if you want.
no, sleep mode is fine.
Sounds
Or
good.
do I not repair in sleep mode?
No, you won't repair, but you will recover vitality.
Ah. Well, then I will repair.
Okay.
More and more and more.
Through the night. Okay. Sounds good.
I'm gonna walk by him while he's in sleep mode and see the lightsaber in his hand and say, "Oh, cool!" And I'm gonna pick it up and put it in my pocket and keep walking.
oh, that's
Yeah. No.
You didn't put it away.
Give
I
me it.
didn't go in
You
sleep
need to
mode either.
specify these things.
Touche.
Do a sleight of hand check. I think you would have to. Let me see what you goes against that. That's a sense. I think it's what is it? What's the opposite of sleight of hand? It's is it detect something? I think it's spot. Spot. Yep. So wisdom. Add your wisdom bonus to that. See if your systems pick up on what's happening here.
So my sleight of hand's a rank 4 in dexterity, and I have a +3 in dexterity. So
You also add your deck. Yeah, your dex bonus. Yep. You
so
got that.
+3 +4.
Plus your
So-
roll.
Okay.
Where's the lightsaber on me as I'm repairing myself?
I presume in your hand.
As I'm repairing myself with my hands?
But he might need double the time to repair himself if he's only doing it with one hand.
I don't know how you're doing it. Just go ahead and give him. Let's see if you spot him trying to do it. What'd you get? He only got a
10.
10. And what'd you get, Erm, for your spot check?
14.
You're good. So you see him about to do this, and you're able to pull your hand away before he can take your lightsaber.
And I'm gonna go, aha! Give him a thumbs up and point at him.
God, I just
Next time.
3RM has remembered your actions this day. Or something along the lines
Fallout
of
DRM dislike that.
that.
Satag and Neep, for the evening. Or sorry, do you want to do anything else? The evening before you hit the hay, or
I think I'm good.
okay? Neep and Tog, are you just
So,
going to rest?
well,
I got a bunch of these credit chips that I need to find out how much we're worth.
Okay. How many do you have?
2.
Just 2.
And a code cylinder, which I think has another one in there.
Okay. So you're able to access the electronic systems in the inn and see that the one of your credit sticks is worth 500 credits,
Okay.
and the other one is worth 6,500 credits.
Oh.
And then the code cylinder just has a password on it, an Imperial officer's password.
It's just password too.
It's just his password.
Usually
It's... Oh, there's an exclamation point at the end.
God damn, we gotta
Yeah,
put a special
actually.
character. It's so stupid.
Yep.
Password,
those
but the
things.
A is the at symbol. Yeah.
That would be
Clever.
clever.
No one would ever think of that one.
I'm going to change all my passwords right now.
Anything else you wish to do?
No, that seems about it.
All right, Neep.
Yes. Since 3RM wandered off and I can't repair him, I'm actually gonna go back to the lady that was asking what they can do for us, and I want to put in a request for also for droid parts, specifically if they can recover the turtle droid parts from the base.
Sure. She says she'll see what she can do. She says they have droid repair centers here, but they're rudimentary sort of droid parts for labor units that would be available there. But they'll send their scouting crews back to the city to see what they can find from that trooper, the death turtle trooper. But they'll need a little bit of time.
Give her the thumbs up and then walk back to.
She says, "Thank you again." She nods. Are you resting as well now at this point?
Yeah.
Okay, so you all rest well, deeply. Doran, you're awoken by a whimpering sound. You drifted off to sleep as well. And you're not fully rested, but you have recovered your wounds. You're feeling exhausted still, but woken, and you see in the corner of the room is the little girl. She's whimpering and crying. You're still laying down.
I will slowly sit up and go. I know you must be confused and terrified, but everything will be okay.
Please don't hurt me.
No, I would never.
Where's my mommy?
This is not going to be easy. I have a feeling that what happened to you back at the base has happened before, to some degree. Is that correct?
What do you mean? What happened? I don't remember. I remember my mommy. And I yelled. And that's the last thing I remember.
Yes.
No, nothing. I've never had anything like this. Is she okay? Where is she?
I'm afraid she did not make it.
What do you mean? Where does she go?
God damn it.
She's
Gonna
dead,
make
Jim.
the next one.
She's um, in life, everything returns back to the Force. This is where your mother now resides. You can always feel her, and then I'll slowly start moving a little bit closer towards her, and I'll kind of like gesture towards like her, and I go, "You can always feel her with you."
I don't understand. What's the force? What do you? She starts crying,
Mhm.
sobbing.
There will
into her
be
hands.
there will be plenty of time for all of that, but know that you
Uh-oh. Sounds like someone sat on their intercom speaker. Do you think Doran told that girl her mom's dead yet? I don't know.
No, there's no way.
I don't know. I don't want to go in there and
You
ask.
can't just
Over.
drop a bomb on her like your mom just died. It's just a traumatic experience. There's no way that he would do something like that.
Why are you saying this to me?
I go ahead. I turn the intercom off.
Over.
Over.
I look at her and I go, just know that you are like me, and I am like you. We are very similar, and I'm going to do everything in my power to protect you and make sure that nothing happens to you.
Why?
Do you have any other family?
Why? No, it's just her. My dad. He was on the ship,
On what ship?
the Imperial ship, the research ship. That was in that he was a researcher. He was really smart.
I want to reach into
But-
my pocket.
Mommy said she haven't heard from him.
While she's saying that, I want to reach into my pocket and pull out that credit stick that I found way back on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
And is there anything on it that would be like a name or some sort of like discernible mark or anything on there that I can ask her if this looks familiar to her? Or is it just the generic run-of-the-mill, looks like every other credit stick?
I thought it was oh, there's a credit stick, and I thought there was a data pad.
Yeah,
too.
I didn't take the data pad.
Oh, right.
I think because I couldn't access it, so I gave it to 3RM.
Yep. Yeah, I thought. Hang on, I wrote down what it said. Just want to know. So you'd have to get it checked, but in the note, it was his. You found that credit stick on him. You don't know what's on it. How much is on it?
Yes, I do.
You do?
You did check.
Oh,
that.
right. Yes, yes, you did check that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was a data card. Oh, that was a data card, not a data pad. It was just a card. So you should have that too.
Okay.
It's not in there. So it's.
Oh, yeah,
it's
I do data chip.
insert.
I do data chip. Yep.
Yep. So you have that. You'd need a data pad to read it though.
Looking around, is there a data pad in the room?
Yes, and there's a plate full of cheese.
Cool. I grab the cheese and I set it down in between me and the little girl and kind of take a piece and go and
Thanks,
nibble on
lords
it.
and ladies.
There's a one-liner
so
in there too, but it didn't. It was on cooldown, but it's still
Oh,
good.
I didn't catch.
You're...
Are you gonna do it?
Listen, we've already traumatized this girl enough, okay?
In that voice, it would sound good though. I'm just saying.
Your mother may no longer be with us, but here is some cheese, child. There, I gave you a little bit. It's a compromise. Nobody's happy. I go ahead and I throw the data chip into the data pad to see if it has any kind of information on it.
It does. You see, there's a voice message in there.
I go ahead and
You can
play it.
activate it. The sound of a younger, not quite middle-aged man's voice comes through, and it says, "I wish I could have seen your faces. It's been so long. My memory of them has begun to fade, but I remember your embrace and that warmth. I could swear that you're here with me on this horrid ship. Use this money. I hope you get it. I earned it so you could get transport off this planet. Know that I always wanted a better life for you. And I wish I was there. And I would have been if there had been any other way." Signed, Dad.
Wait, he said signed Dad?
Oh, you didn't say the signed part.
Okay.
It's also a text showing up on the screen. Sorry.
I'll look at the girl and see if she has any kind of like reaction to that.
She starts crying again and covers up her face with the data pad.
I look at her and go, "You are about to embark on an amazing journey." And
Quote Obi-Wan right now.
huh?
Quote Obi-Wan right now.
I can't officially.
Episode 4.
I can't.
Episode 4.
Which line? You gotta be.
You know,
What
the
he
one that he
tells
says.
Luke. The one he says to Luke.
The sand people will be back.
Goddamn
No,
sand
no,
people.
no.
Greater numbers.
In the hut. In the hut.
I knew your father.
Close. You're so close.
Not the droid
Dang
you're
it.
looking
Sorry.
for.
I shouldn't take over. I want to be a player so bad.
Look, if you want to feed me lines, fucking give it to me in the chat like everybody else does.
Too late. I tried to
You
make it
can
organic,
pay for
but I
your one liner like
destroyed.
everyone else does.
Okay.
That's because you.
I'll look at her and just say it will not be easy, but I went through a very similar thing. I lost my parents when I was young, and I was alone, and I had nobody for a long time until I found.
Same thing? What do you mean similar?
You don't remember feeling great power surging through you, and then
I was so mad.
yes,
He tried to hurt my mom. That's all. I don't remember.
I
What
remember.
happened? Was it those soldiers that helped us?
Anger, you killed her.
Yes, the townsfolk here, their soldiers did come and rescue us, which is good because I was unfortunately knocked unconscious.
But you're a Jedi.
I am a Jedi, yes, but there are things even more powerful than Jedi.
No, that's impossible. Jedi
Super
Jedi can't be hurt or killed.
Ah, I wish that were true.
Thank you.
There you go. I gave you one. I gave you one.
Isn't that Qui-Gon?
Yeah.
So, okay, I don't know what else to do, but yeah, I'll go with you, and you'll take care of me.
Yes, but
Thank you.
the
Eating
first
the cheese now.
Mhm. And we will we'll learn together to
What?
take control of our emotions so they do not take control of us. We have a great power, and with that great power comes a even greater responsibility.
No, bro, bro, I'm serious. Bro, counter him.
I'm sorry. What's your name?
Uncle Ben.
My name is Doran. What is your name?
My name is Brolsa.
Like the wood?
Brolsa. Brolsa.
Balsa. I thought you said balsa.
Strong like tree.
Brolsa.
Call her Little Bro for short.
With an R.
Little bruh. What's up, bruh? It is a pleasure to meet you.
You too, Jedi Master Doran.
Oh, I am no Jedi Master. I am far from that. I'm still training myself. My mission was to search out a specific someone who was like me as well. And I was unfortunately captured, and I got taken away from that mission and had to find a way to get off of this planet. But
Like you.
it's funny how things end up working out this way. I failed in
Is that
my...
the Force?
It is indeed the Force. It works in very mysterious ways.
She nods.
Mm-hmm. She's like, have you ever felt like you could sense something was about to happen, but you couldn't quite exactly explain what it was or when it was?
Yeah. Actually, I never said anything about it, but I got a feeling a few days ago like something happened to my dad.
That is when the ship crashed, yes.
How did you get the note from him?
Remember how I told you I was captured?
Mm-hmm.
I was captured, and experiments were being done to me and my friends aboard that ship.
What kind of experiments?
We still do not know. But hopefully what we got from the Imperial base will help shed some light on that once we get this information back to Rungas.
How did you get the card? Did you see my dad?
Yeah, God damn you. I fucking hate you, dude.
Sorry, dude.
I did. He sadly suffered the same fate of your mother. But the ones we truly love are never really gone, for they are now one with the Force.
Can I be one with the Force?
One day we all become one with the Force. But
Can you show me? Can you show me how?
I can show you how to wield your power, yes. I can show you how to hopefully...
I have power too?
Yes. I reach out with the Force, and that's a pillow off of the bed, and I just lift it up.
Force?
Yes. I look at her and I go, "You try."
She reaches out with her hand and moves it like
Mhm.
you did.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens. She looks
Don't
disappointed.
be disappointed. It's not something that always comes easy. You have to learn how to quiet your mind and ask the Force. Consider it a partnership, a dance.
Oh, I'm so tired. It's been such a hard.
You need rest.
What are we doing now? Do we stay here? Are we gonna stay here in Warla?
I don't know exactly what we are going to do next, but we cannot stay here. We have too much to do. But you should get some more rest while I figure out exactly what our next step will be.
Should I stay here in the room?
Um,
Are you going somewhere?
no, I will stay here and make sure that you're safe. Don't worry. I have communication. I can talk to the group without leaving.
Okay. So she eats some cheese and then she lays down and falls back asleep. It's morning now. The rest of the group is now awake. HK3RM, you fixed yourself completely over the night.
Oh boy!
Your vitality is still at 0. You're
Oh
exhausted.
no!
Your computer systems are exhausted, but you have all your wounds back. Anybody else who had wounds no longer has wounds. I don't. Okay. Well, I think we have to end here because it's already at the end of our time. I think it's also not a terrible way. It's not exactly how I wanted to end season 1, but we can end season 1 here. This is a nice book end here, and you guys can pick up with having to do what's next to close out what you want to do on Teth. There are still some things you can do in beginning of season 2, and I think it makes sense.
Revolt.
There could be opportunity for that guy. We're ever going to get off Teth.
No, this is where we live now.
So yes, so we'll call it there. Thank you everybody who's hung in there. Mr. Goliath was here all night long. Thank you for that. I'm glad you were here. Thank you players for playing for over almost 2 years. How long has it been that? I don't know. At least a year playing Star Wars. I hope you enjoyed season 1.
No, it's
Look
been a
forward to
blast.
season 2.
Yeah.
It has.
And thank you for making me have to tell a little girl that both of her parents, died separately.
Hey, you could have left her to die there. Just saying.
I could have.
No, actually, he didn't.
Yeah.
Cut her head off with a knife.
Our mom was unconscious. We didn't really have a choice, didn't we? Well, I mean, I guess he sort of did. I think he was gonna tell that girl that he killed her parents anyway.
You could have made up some shit too. Also, just throw that out there.
Yeah, but I'm sorry. 1, lying, not the Jedi way.
Right. I know.
2, the little girl grows up and then figures out
Finds
that
out
I
you
lied.
lied.
Then
I mean,
I am never going to be able to live that one down. It's done over. There's no trust there. So I gotta be honest.
Trying to give you some hard choices. That's all.
And I think I made the right choice each time. I never actually said your parents are dead, but I'm pretty sure I painted it in a pretty.
Yeah, you could have said that. Her mom, gruesomely died by being destroyed by, things, and
don't
her
worry.
dad was stabbed to death.
It wasn't your force explosion that killed them. She was dead long before that. You're fine.
You could have chosen that path. So I wanted to give you an opportunity to do that. Hopefully everybody will have similar opportunities if we persist. If you guys if you feel like you want to persist in season 2. I look forward.
I want to keep going. I love this.
No pressure though. You don't have to say anything.
Yeah, season 2.
I appreciate it.
Stopping?
I think we should start season 2 next
Yeah.
week.
Why do we stop?
So we're transitioning.
Tomorrow.
We going for a year. I mean, we can keep going forever. But I think we're going to take a break for this for a little while, and we're going to play a new game starting in a couple weeks.